my name is Josh, and I like to write books. Does anybody like to read? Anybody like to read? Um, oh, that's awesome. Does anybody like to write their own stories? Yeah. Oh, that's great. So now I have a book that I'm going to read to you in a little bit, but not quite yet. It is called How to Code a Sandcastle. Now, I want to tell you, I am actually not just an author, I am a software engineer. That means that I write code. Has anyone ever done any coding?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is
Scratch coding.
a few people. So yeah, scratch coding, that's coding. So that is what I do for my day job. And I am actually starting my morning with this Zoom. But as soon as this is over, I'm gonna head to work. Now I work from home, but you can see over here all the computers that I have. Yeah, this is what I have for my day job. And so I write code, and so I'm a math and science coder, but I'm also a picture book author. And I'm gonna share my screen right now and let you get a good look at the cover of this book. And are you ready? This is
Whoa.
this is how to code a sand.
Really like art.
And I'm also showing you a little bit of what we call the end papers of a book. And so the end papers of the book are the parts right here. And I know that it's the first page, like when you see the very, very inside of the book. I know that Sung wants to do a little activity where you try to figure out what you think might happen in the book. I'll let you take it from here, Sung.
What is gonna be about the story in this book? Write down in the chat who guess gonna have a prize. Try to guess.
Yeah. Oh, I see people drawing on it. Cool. That's fun. So this is, I think this was the 9th or 10th book that I had published. And I have lots of other picture books, but this one is the one that I'm going to share today.
Okay, so
if you have any guesses or thoughts, what you think it might be about, or you mentioned doing a drawing activity, is that something you want to do or no?
no.
They say it's a code by robot. They saying could it be sand castle? A code in the sand castle.
Yeah.
It's scientific. Try to guess. Wow. Yeah, now I notice why someone said about the robot.
Yeah. Oh, there's a robot. Yeah, good eye. There's a robot here. So I wrote the words. I am Josh. It was the pictures were drawn by Sarah Palacios. So Sarah, she drew the pictures. That's what the illustrator does in a book. You probably know that. And it was actually published in conjunction with an organization here in the United States. It might actually be international, but it's called Girls Who Code. And the founder of that organization also wrote a page at the beginning. But concept about coding through the story of a girl. Yeah, you're on to something. And has anyone noticed some of the things in the background here? Like, what does that look like? Does anyone have any guesses as to this over here? They're heart-shaped
software.
Yeah, well, these are, well, I guess we'll find out what some of these things are later on.
Beach.
Yeah, the beach, that's right. Yeah.
She called it the sand castle.
Sunglasses. Yeah, those are sunglasses, heart-shaped sunglasses. A crab, a bucket. I don't know what the fish is doing here. This one's a little trickier, but
the fish is trying to get some
Yeah, get back to the water, huh? So, should we get started in the book? Or is it too soon?
Yeah,
Yes.
they trying to guess.
Oh, you're trying to guess. All right.
Yeah, they've got lots
So-
they've got lots of things to say, so that's nice. Yeah, let's see what they. I guess.
Does someone get close about?
Oh yeah, I think they're onto something. A couple of them in there were pretty close.
Oh,
wanna stay with
some
one.
of this.
Yeah,
You're getting
Go to
hot
the robot
now.
and build a sand castle. Yeah.
Recording in progress.
You're getting close. Pay attention. You're really getting close. Why is there a robot in the beach? Good question.
Does anybody have a go to the beach with a robot? Has anyone ever done that before? No.
Not me. Right.
Yeah.
No, they haven't been in the
Not
beach
yet.
with their
Maybe in a few years you will.
few years right from now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they start to
Exactly.
having robots right now.
Yeah. I like these towels.
So-
I always like these towels.
Wow. Can you give us a hint?
Well, let's see. I'll give you a hint. It's the last day of summer. And this little girl really wants to build a sand castle, but she's run into problems every day. So she thought maybe if she brought her robot with her and they used some coding techniques, it might work better.
Wow. Now all of you got the hint. The girl had some problems. She wanted to be in the beach, and she brought her robot. What's gonna be the story?
And I wonder if anybody knows any coding terms like that you ever use if you've coded in Scratch, things she might actually use or tell the robot to do.
A girl coded the robot can build sand castle. Interesting. Really interesting. Really interesting. But I don't know nothing about the codes, and I think some of them also doesn't know any codes.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I didn't start learning to code until I was in college, until I was 19 years old or 18 years old. So if you know any coding, you've got a huge head start on me.
Okay, so
Has anyone ever built a
I
sand
think-
castle before? Has anyone ever done that? Maybe.
yeah, definitely. That's my
Oh yeah. I love to
My
build
thing.
sand castles.
yes, that's my thing in the beach.
Does anybody know any
Oh.
parts of sand castles that they usually build? Any important parts? Like, or any steps to building a sand castle? Because those might be important. Oh, the pillars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone saying.
Foundation. Yes, very important.
I learned coding.
Go, Luke.
in
Point
high
set up.
school.
Yeah. Oh, some of those words are going to come up. I think you're right. Very
Wow.
good. Ashika. A sea person. Ooh, that would be. Yeah. All right.
So, I think we should know about the story because no
wanna
one
get
guessing.
All right.
Who wanna hear the story?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
I wanna
check it out. Okay, so this is How to Code a Sand Castle. Written by me, Josh Funk, and illustrated by Sarah Palacio. Oh. Hello, world. I'm Pearl. It's the last day of summer vacation, which means today is my very last chance to build a sand castle. You can see she's got a little puppy,
What's up,
And-
Pearl? I need to cup. He said, "What's up, Pearl?"
What's up?
And this here looks like a little swim tube. I've tried every single day, but something always ruins it. First came the flying saucer. Would it be okay for Haifa to mute? Is that okay? Thank you. So first came the flying saucers. Does everyone see the flying saucers here? It's really just a frisbee. Like that. Then the shark attack. But it's not really a shark. It's a surfboard. And maybe worst of all was the moat that Ada Puglace added. So does everybody see the moat? The dog is peeing on the sandcastle. And Ada Puglace, by the way, is named after one of the world's first computer programmers, Ada Lovelace. She lived in England. And she was one of the first people ever to program computers.
Open the camera.
But today, I've got the perfect plan. I've brought my trusty rust-proof robot, Pascal. Say hello to the world, Pascal. Hello, world. So her name is Pearl, and his name is Pascal. And you want to know something cool? Both of those are old programming languages. We don't really use them anymore, but they're not cool new ones like Scratch or Python or some other ones. But this her name is Pearl, which is a coding language, and that was the first coding language I learned when I was in college. And this is Pascal, which is another programming language. That language is named after a famous mathematician. He'll do whatever I tell him, as long as I tell him in code. It's not a secret code. It's special instructions that computers understand. Now build a sandcastle, Pascal. I guess he doesn't know how to do that. But a coder takes one big problem and breaks it into several smaller ones. If I give Pascal enough instructions that he does know, we'll build this castle in no time. It'll be easy. Small problem number 1. Find a place to build. Pascal, find a flat spot away from all dogs. Where'd he go? He's in the water. And no, Pascal, we need to be on land. Now where is he? He's in the parking lot. Too far! I guess I need to be very specific with my instructions. Pascal, find a flat spot on sand that isn't too close to the water. This isn't as easy as I thought, but at least we have a place to build. So, when you're coding, it's important to be very specific with your instructions. Small problem number 2, gather up sand. Now we'll need a huge pile of sand. It's very important to tell Pascal everything in the correct sequence. So this is an important word. Does anybody know what a sequence is? A sequence means in the right order. 1, fill the pail with sand. 2, dump the sand on our spot. 3, pat the sand down. So that's their sequence. Great job, Pascal. Now let's do it again. Fill the pail, dump the sand, pat it down. And again. Fill the pail, dump, pat. This is getting so boring. There must be a coding trick I can use. Aha! A loop! Does anyone know what a loop does? When you need to repeat something in code, you can use a loop. Pascal, loop through this sequence. 1, fill the pail with sand. 2, dump the sand on our spot. 3, pat the sand down, and repeat. And look at him go. He's looping and looping and looping. This still might take a while. I'm gonna relax while you work. So when you build a sandcastle, first you need a big pile of sand, right? And how do you get that? By filling and dumping and scooping and patting down. And look at him go. There he is, while she's relaxing. Uh-oh, I think that's big enough. Time for a break, Pascal. if anybody writes in C or C++, break is a keyword that gets you out of a loop. So there's a lot of inside jokes like that for coders in this book. Small problem number 3. Shape and decorate the castle. Let's each find some fancy decorations and bring them back here. I've got seashells. What do you have, Pascal? What does it look like he has? He's got the lifeguard in a lifeguard chair. That's way too big. You need to find something smaller. What's he got now? It's a crab. Ah, we need something that isn't moving. And what does he have now? Oh, it's a baby's pacifier. Pascal, that's not ours. Maybe I need to give him better instructions. An if-then-else should do the trick. Has anybody ever used an if-then-else? Or maybe sometimes they're called a conditional. If the item you see is small and doesn't belong to anyone and doesn't move, then bring the item back to the castle. Else, find something different. Perfect. Let's shape the castle and decorate. So now he's got a seashell and some seaweed. That's better to decorate with than a crab and a pacifier. And here they are, building the castle and decorating. Don't worry about this wave in the background. I'm sure it'll be no problem. Now our castle is finally finished. Wait here. I'll be right back with some toys. Uh-oh. What happened? Are you ready to play? Oh no, what happened? Of course, it's high tide, and our castle is all gone. Oh, look who's back. It's Ada Puglace. She's back. Go ahead, P. You can't make a moat today. Wait, a moat! A moat would have protected the castle from the tide. If only I had thought of a moat earlier. It took half the day to figure out how to code a sand castle. But hold on. I already wrote the code to build a sand castle. I can easily use all that code again. 1. Find a place to build. 2. Gather up sand. 3. Shape and decorate the castle. But we're not done. Now we've got a new problem. Small problem number 4. Build a moat. I think a new sequence should solve this small problem, and I know how to write one of those. 1. Dig around the outside of the castle. 2. Fill the pail with sand. 3. Empty the pail away from the castle. And we need to repeat that until we've gone all around the castle. I know, another loop. It goes. That's enough, Pascal. Hooray! Our sandcastle is finished and safe from the ocean. Let's play. Hey, Pascal, now that we know how to code one sandcastle, we can code an entire kingdom. The end. There's a little guide to coding at the very, very end about what is code and what is a sequence and what is a loop and what is an if-then-else. And I'm not going to read through them all right now, but this is, that was how to code a sandcastle. So, thank you so much.
Just Frank.
Yes, I think, Josh, you have inspired your attendees, the children, to be the future writers. I think they like
Awesome.
they like to be like you.
Great. Yeah, then they should be. There's no difference between me writing a book and them writing books. You know, maybe they will be visiting in 10 years to talk about their books on a Zoom or whatever we use in 10 years. Maybe it'll be a hologram. Who knows?
Hi, Michael. Say something for our guest. You're so quiet today.
I'm enjoying listening to Josh and hearing about his world. It's a very, very interesting world. I'm actually actually writing a story, a picture book myself at the moment. So it's very interesting to hear what you're saying. And of course, it's always a joy to listen to you youngsters there and all your comments and your enthusiasm and hands up all the time. It's wonderful to see. Every time we meet, it's fantastic. Yeah, thank you for taking your time out of your day.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Dung, for inviting me. And I'm really happy to be here.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think we've all been inspired today, yeah, by this. And yeah, I think Josh is right. We can all be writers. We can all. It's not like suddenly one day somebody says to you, right now you're a writer. You know, we can all create, and it's important to be creative and to find ways in which to express ourselves, to do what we love. And generally, if you do what you love, you do it well. And so that's really the message, I think, you know. And you never know where life is going to take you, because just like Josh, I started writing, even later than Josh. I was about 40 when I started to write. I wrote my first story, a published story. And so, you know, you've got plenty of time, you kids, to do some wonderful things, you know? Wonderful. Thank you, John. And then you can find Josh's books here, joshfunkbooks.com.
Here in the chat for the teachers who can find his work and introduce for your students. And we have also
Zah, you suddenly become silent.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I mute myself.
Okay. Actually, I'm really pleased you did that, because I see you as the tech wizard, and for you to make a mistake is very, very gratifying. You're always
yeah, I'm following the scripts. I'm reading what I should do to don't over time.
You're doing a fantastic job. You're doing a fantastic job, and like it really is amazing. Look, we've got 3 continents here. You know, like we span. It really is across the sky. We've got Josh there in Boston. I'm in Italy, in Europe, Brazil, and all you guys in Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia,
Hong Kong. Yes, Myanmar.
Selamat malam. In Indonesia, Malaysia, it's very late in the evening.
That's how this is to have interaction all over the world with people, and we can see their faces. I'm really glad that all of you show up. And actually, I want to ask another teacher from Malaysia, but I haven't seen her name. I lost here.
Teacher Kumi there, right?
Now this.
Oh, how are you, Rachel? Welcome, Rachel. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm here.
Actually, I want to introduce you
for everything you do for the sky. And I remember teacher from Malaysia. Kumi, are you there, teacher Kumi?
Yes, Josh. I just want to introduce you. This is Dung. She changed. Usually, she changed her name here.
Oh, okay.
She's the life and soul of Across the Sky.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
Hello, Sarah.
Are you there, Kumi?
Thank you, Dung, for
Now I
inviting me.
feel
Teacher
that
from Malaysia.
Hi.
So I would like to thank you all so much for giving kids the opportunity to meet
you know, it's look like a kindergarten. I
Yeah.
barely can
thank you.
hear.
I thank you for thanking me. I hear you. Thank you.
I'm From India.
Dolly from India, right?
I really love that.
Dolly, you wanna say something with the other chose fun here? You are from India, right?
Who? That's why I got lost. Now you get it.
Yes. So, thank you so much, Dolly. Can you mute yourself, please? Or if you want to talk something, you know, you can. Okay, you can talk to us now, please. Dolly, he's shy, you see. Dolly, do you want to talk something? Hi.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, nice to meet you today. Okay, if you if you don't want to say something, can you mute yourself? Okay, can you mute? Thank you. Yeah, teacher Kumi, we cannot hear you well. Can you say something?
You didn't hear me, Dung?
Yeah, it's just really noisy last time.
Now can you hear me?
Try
Yeah,
again.
now, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. You want me to speak, is it Dung?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, so I'd just like to thank all of you giving my kids the opportunity to meet you all, engage, and give them a chance to ask whatever they wanted. And I think it's a very good experience for them. Don't thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Emmy, also thank you, Emmy. And I think my kids love this a lot. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much, Mikumi from Malaysia. So that's it, Mr. Zah, the teacher
Yeah.
from Malaysia. We have chance to collaborate in Malaysia for during my Malaysia journey. Thank you.
Thank you, all the kids from Malaysia, from all over the places, Vietnam, and have a lot of places, Indonesia. Probably, I just wondering, have you visited these places, Josh?
I have not. I have not ever been to Asia. I've been to Europe. I have not been to South America. I've been to. I went to the Middle East one time when I was and I went to Europe twice. I've been to Italy. I visited a friend who was in Florence, and I visited Scandinavia, Sweden, Denmark, and Norway. But that was when I was young. I was in high school, and since I've been an adult, I guess I've been to Canada, but that's just a drive for me. I'm
gonna give you an invitation.
You know, two of my
New
illustrators. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
you have to, Josh. You have to come to. You have to visit.
Now
this
you
place.
got new friends, Josh, from all
These
over
are
the
wonderful
places.
places.
Just remember
Vietnam,
this.
Indonesia, Malaysia.
You know,
Beautiful.
you
So
can go
I will say
Vietnam.
two of my illustrators are from not too far in Singapore. So Charles Santoso, I think he's Australian, but he actually lives in Singapore now. And he illustrated a book called Dear Unicorn that I wrote. And another man, Billy Yong. Billy Yong also lives in Singapore, and he illustrated My Pet Feet. And I believe that's pretty close. So I've never been there
you
either,
have
but I know
friends.
the two. Yeah, I have friends over pretty close. So yeah.
Yeah, you should
No,
come. You should
more.
try. You won't regret
Now
it.
I'm gonna leave the invitation for you to present yourself personally in the places in Hong Kong, Malaysia, in Vietnam. You know, Vietnam have a lovely coffee, tastes like almonds. I got right.
Oh, coffee.
Yes, I've got from Vietnam. Wow, my God! Everybody drink here in a second.
This is
And
okay.
also,
all the time. All the time. Vietnam
I
is.
mean,
coffee.
Italy's got some good coffee too. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
It's good.
oh,
but
Brazil.
Vietnamese take some.
Yeah, Brazil. Yeah.
I was in
So-
Vietnam and Indonesia last year, and I can tell you that you would love it. The people there are amazing,
Well,
and you
let's
guys are
plan.
amazing.
Awesome.
I just want to thank you very much for your time, for,
My pleasure.
for the story you share, and I want to thank you everybody here that stay long without having dinner.